Far Cry 4 has an ESRB rating of M for mature, that's 17 and over, for blood, intense violence, nudity, sexual themes, strong language, and use of alcohol.
पासपोर्ट जल्दी जल्दी
What's happening?
कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? पटना बॉस। पटना? पटना में क्या है? परवाह है तो बाढ़ में जा। लेकिन हमारी रेंज में मैंने कहा बाढ़ में जा। कुछ है? अभी तक कुछ नहीं। कोई बात नहीं बॉस, कोई बात नहीं, ले लो। चुप। मिल गया? कुछ मिल गया? आलो। चलो चलो। आज से निकलो। रुक! रुको! साले!
Hello everyone, it's been a while, but I'm back. I don't know why I had to do that. But anyways, I'm back with a brand new review for Far Cry 4. Is it worth it? Well, I'm here to tell you all about it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and share the video. My name is Rox, your host of the show, and now please sit back, relax, and enjoy the review. Far Cry 3 was and became one of my favorite games for the Xbox 360. It was a nice break from everything else out there at the time. Even though it was a first-person shooter, it felt different enough that I actually enjoyed it. So here's Far Cry 4. Much of the talk out there is that it's more of the same, just Far Cry 3 reskinned. Not really much else, but is it? Well, here are my thoughts. Well, let me let the cat out of the bag. Yes, it does feel like Far Cry 3, but there are many changes and steps forward that FC3 doesn't have. They took a great games mechanic and added upon it. The gameplay is solid, and it's an open world, open choice sandbox. One of the biggest changes is the location. The beautiful tropical island environment has been replaced with a mountain region of forest and lakes. Now, there is no story connection between Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4. In fact, the only thing they share is that these are beautiful locations you never want to visit. I played Far Cry 4 on the Xbox One, and the graphics look great. The landscapes are vast and culturally rich. There is definitely a presence of mid-Asian influences in the atmosphere, since it takes a big part in some decision making you have to make during the gameplay. The story is that the country is in civil war, and there is this drug lord who is running it. You come to Kyrat to bury your mother in her homeland when you are kidnapped by the main villain of the story, Pagan Min.
Those fucking terrorists, they ruin everything. Like dinner. Did no one ever teach you that it's rude to text at the table?
Soon you are rescued by a rebellion known as the Golden Path and informed that the country has been at war and that you are somehow connected to the revolution.
Mohan's son.
Let me understand. Darpan's dead. And you brought me this.
I'm not involved in whatever this is. I'm just looking for Lakshmana.
We're in the middle of a fucking war. We don't have time for tourists.
During the gameplay, there will be choices that you will have to make which faction you want to support. You can go with Anita, who seeks to overtake Kyrat but keep business as usual, or Sabah, who wants to return the land to its spiritual roots. There are also other characters who will take you on side missions, so trust me when I tell you that there is plenty to do. Also, before I forget, I love the wildlife in this game. There are many different types throughout the region. They got omnivores as well as carnivores, and they interact with each other. The predators are always after the prey, and you can catch some pretty significant moments just roaming around the forest. It really makes the environment feel alive. And the predators don't just attack other animals. They also attack people and you, sometimes in the moment you least expect it. Nowhere is really safe from the predators since they attack from above to the waters below. You can earn points by completing missions and objectives, and these are used to buy skills and special moves from the tiger and elephant tiers. There is also crafting by hunting animals for their hides so you can craft better bags to hold stuff, and plants are also scattered throughout the land to pick from to create serums for healing or enhancements. The game uses a tagging system against the enemy or creatures in the game to see them even through walls. There are plenty of things to unlock, perks, upgrades, and special weapons. A lot of the weapons can be customized to your personal preferences, as almost all of the missions can be done to your type of gameplay, run and gun, or stealth operations, and that's what I love about this game. Open world and open choice. You can play the game however you want without restrictions that hold you down. It's awesome, having the freedom of how you want to play the game the way you want. I wish more games were like this. There's also plenty of collectibles for you to go and hunt down, from ancient masks to letters from the dead, and my favorite, hunting down animals for special unlockable weapons. Oh, and don't let me forget, there are plenty of vehicles to get around Kyrat. Cars, boats, gliders, wingsuits, and my favorite, the minicopter. The country's map is laid out nicely too. You can view icons, missions, waypoints. When you first arrive in Kyrat, most of the country is covered in clouds, but the more of the land gets revealed to you once you take out some of the radio towers. Also, there are little towns or villages that need to be liberated in order to break down Pagan's army. Some are heavier or fortified than others, but you don't have to go about it alone since the game does offer co-op for the first time. You and a buddy can share the experience together liberating towns, and also you can share the loot you collect in accomplishing side activities. What's even best is that there is ways to keep track of your progress by looking up your progress menu. Once you finish the game, you can still replay all the town liberations and fortresses for bigger rewards. Now there is a PvP multiplayer here. You can have a 5v5 in a regular team deathmatch or download player created maps. Yeah, people and even you can create your own maps and have people play them. Now for the nitpicking. Again, a next-gen title without customer character creation. Now you do have a voice, but you never see your character's look while you play the game. It's almost forgiving though, since the game is played in a first-person view. Also, the co-op campaign feels a little limited since only you and another person can play the campaign. It just feels that for a map of this scale, how awesome would it have been to have multiple players choose a faction and battle it out in Kyrat. So is Far Cry 4 worth it? This game is what you call the full package. This game is packed with content to do. You got the campaign, co-op missions, side activities, and an endless user-created maps to enjoy. In my opinion, the story is not as strong as it was in Far Cry 3. In fact, you kind of lose interest in what's going on, and you finish missions for the sake of finishing them. At the end, you really don't care what happens. Now, they do have a season pass, but that only adds to the experience, and the package, unlike other titles where they make you feel like they should have been a part of the game in the first place. Far Cry 4 is similar to Far Cry 3, and if you like that game, you'll love this game. And for those who didn't play the last title, this is a great one to begin with, and you'll feel like you've gotten your money's worth. It's worth the $60, and it's a great game. If you are interested in the opinion scores of other sites, here they are. Thanks a lot, guys, for sticking through. I know I'm a little slow on some of these titles, but I know you guys mostly watch the show for its entertainment and its honest review. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel and look for upcoming videos. As always, rate the video and share. My name is Rox, and I'll catch up with you guys next time.